Think about the time prior to your decision to become a barber. What traits did your barber have that you particularly liked? For instance, was it the barber himself? Was it the smell of his shop? Was it his cleanliness of his establishment? Look around here today at your fellow barber school graduates. Some will have a fantastic career in the barber industry, some will have a mediocre career, and some will have a poor career. And that will boil down to two simple words, and them words are customer satisfaction. Today I'd like to speak to you about how to properly execute a great haircutting experience for your customers. It all starts the second they walk through the door until the time they exit that same door. So let's get started. To begin, let's discuss how a customer expects to be treated when they walk through your door. First thing they want to be is they want to be acknowledged. So number one, you got to acknowledge your customer. A simple hello or good morning or good afternoon will be sufficient. They just basically want to know that you know that they are there. The second part is you need to be prepared. Always be prepared when a customer walks into your door to give a haircut. You've got to be ready. Have your tools ready, have everything clean, have everything ready to go, and they will be happy. The last is you got to have a positive attitude. This can be difficult at times when there's a lot of people in your shop waiting for a haircut and you just want to take a break and sit down and take 5 minutes of your time off your feet. It can be hard to stay humble while treating others with dignity and respect. Remember to stay focused. The reason you are there is for the customer. Without the customer, you would not be making any money. So, knowing that customer service begins as soon as a customer walks in the door is half the battle of a great haircutting experience. Remember to acknowledge a customer, always be prepared, and keep a positive attitude. From there we go to the pre-haircut. Prior to the haircut, communication is king. Be sure to ask how the customer wants his haircut and make sure you remember how he wants the haircut. Communication prior to haircut is vital to understanding what the customer truly wants. The second part of the pre-haircut is you got to drape the customer for service. While draping the customer for service, this is a great time to start establishing some communications with your customer. Just start with an open-ended question. For instance, how are you doing today? That's a great icebreaker, and it'll make the way for a good conversation. The third part we're going to speak about today is the actual haircut. After draping, it's time to let your abilities shine. Give each customer the best haircut that he's had in years. Use everything that you learned today to give a nice precision haircut. After the cut is complete, go back over it to double check it for accuracy. Be sure all the edges are nice and straight. Make sure all the neck hair is removed, and be sure to ask him if you like his ears or his eyebrows trimmed. If he says yes, proceed to take care of them. Take care of each task. After the cut is complete, put a handheld mirror in front of the customer and ask him if that's the haircut he was looking for. If so, if he says it looks good, start to brush away all the hair, all the loose hair, away from his ears and neck. This would be a great time to start up your vacuum and vacuum the remaining hair off his head. We incorporated this vacuum style at our shop, and it has paid off dearly. The older customers and younger customers alike love it. It leaves them itch-free for the rest of the day. Now after your haircut is over, after you have completed the cut, undrape and clean the customer free from all the extra hair that's still remaining on him. It's time to collect for services rendered. I've noticed that even though most customers know how much you charge, they always seem to ask how much. How much is it going to cost? And I always tell them $12, please. I always say please. They like that. Once they pay and hopefully leave you a tip, it's now time for them to be on their merry way. I always thank them for their business and tell them that you will see them next time. So, in general, that is a good way to give your customers a great haircutting experience. In closing, by putting your customer first is the difference between a mediocre haircutting experience and an excellent haircutting experience. The examples I gave you today are what we use in our shop, and they work. Most times in our shop there is a line of 4 to 5 guys waiting for service. Remember to use what I have explained here to you today, and also don't be afraid to implement ideas that you could have for a better haircutting experience for the customers. One other thing always keep in mind is you as a barber, you need to be clean and well groomed. It pays to not only be clean yourself, but also have a clean establishment. Now go out there and make some cash and keep the customers coming back. Thank you.